Hey, what's up guys? DK Web Design Studio here. I'm just chilling on my balcony thinking a little bit about the nature of reality today. And I know this sounds a little bit off topic from website designing and working with Wix and how to learn how to design an awesome website, but I think it's relevant to the subject, and hear me out. So, your life is a manifestation of your most worthwhile ideals, the visions that you hold in your mind, the outcomes that you expect on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you're not satisfied in your current life, in your current role as a web designer, as a freelancer, whatever your job is, then you might find some value from this video. Namely, I want to cover what the fundamental secret is to shifting your reality right at this very moment. And it's a secret that I've learned through my discussions, through my experience, and most importantly, through application, that I know this is effective. I know it's going to work in your life. And so I wanted to create this video to give you guys some encouragement, to explain to you exactly how to go about shifting your reality right now. So without further ado, here's the secret. We live in a field of potentiality. So think about the universe, the space around you, as infinite potential versions of yourself, of your own reality. I don't want to talk about dimensions. I don't want to talk about alternate universes. I want to talk about the field of potentiality, the outcomes, the decisions that you can make at a moment-to-moment basis that will shift your reality. What determines our decisions ultimately comes down to a few key ingredients. Number one, what standard we hold for ourselves. What is the vision or purpose or goal that we've created in our mind and that we live on a day-to-day basis, that we focus on and make fundamental to our reality? How can you get to an island? You're floating in the ocean, and how do you arrive at some island that you're navigating to if you don't have a map, if you don't have a compass, if you don't have a target in mind? You'll just float and drift around. If a pilot is flying around in the sky and has no destination of an airport, they can end up lost in the ocean somewhere. But it's important to navigate towards whatever destination that you're going to. So if you're not clear on where you want to go, this is the very first thing that you need to define at this very second, is where do I want to go? What do I see myself doing? And it could be the most elaborate version of your reality, of yourself, that you have in mind. But unless you take those steps, and it might take you 5 minutes, might take you 10 minutes, but just take the steps right now to define what that version of yourself could be. And when you develop that image, things are going to start aligning in your life like you will not believe. Miracles can happen, because the person that is determined, that is focused and passionate towards some goal, is the person that can shift reality, that can lead other people, because other people might be just drifting around as well. And as soon as they sense that energy, as soon as they sense the charisma that comes from having a goal defined, you'll be incredibly amazed at how your reality can change. So define the goal for yourself and hold that image in your mind. And it could be for 5 minutes a day, it could be for 10 minutes a day, whatever it is. Get very clear and make that your single-minded purpose in life. That desire will change your life. It has changed mine, and I know that something as simple as that can make a big difference. Beyond that simplistic view of the world, there's some complicated factors. And I don't want to get into too much of the details, but fear, overcoming your discomforts, your limiting beliefs. You might think yourself not worthy, lacking the intelligence, lacking the skills necessary to get to where you want to be. But if you find yourself in want, in lack of resources, then start today by taking a walk and thinking on that walk, what do I need to improve on, and what are some steps, some simple practical steps I can take to improve? If you do that, you'll quickly realize that even if there's a fundamental flaw that you perceive about yourself, you can take some practical steps to overcome that flaw and get on your way to changing your life. Guys, I know I kept this pretty brief and pretty simple, but the important part of all of this is begin today, set your goal, understand what are your obstacles, but then also recognize what your opportunities are and start to pursue those. Start today. There's a great book that I want to recommend everyone read, and if you haven't already, it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, but it'll give you some of the first steps of cultivating a desire, cultivating a plan, creating a ideal vision for yourself, and getting with a mastermind, people that are like-minded, finding a group, having discussions, and start really going after and looking after you. Because ultimately, if you're not looking after yourself, then what really is your purpose here? If you can't change your own life, how can you expect to change other people's lives? Start close to home and then expand, and you'll see that your life will gradually, and probably faster than you can believe, shift before your very eyes. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I know the sun was kind of distracting, blinding me in the eye, but it's given me a burst of vitamins and positivity, and I'm just excited for you guys to go down this path. Thanks for checking out my video, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.